Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also joining us online worldwide via our podcast at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music. We're glad you all could be with us as well. We have a question for you. What do hip-hop and kidney disease have in common? Well, a reimagined recording of the 1988 hit It Takes Two is shining a spotlight on the importance of complete testing and early diagnosis of chronic kidney disease. Here to talk to us about who's at risk for kidney disease and how to diagnose it early are primary care physician Dr. Charles Vega, and along with Dr. Vega, we also have Thelma, who's a two-time kidney transplant recipient living with chronic kidney disease. Thanks to the two of you for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Well, I appreciate, Thelma, also having you on with us a bit to share a bit of your story. But Dr. Vega, I want to begin with you because I think for our audience out there, they may not be sure about this. So can you explain exactly what chronic kidney disease is?
Yeah, that's understandable. So chronic kidney disease, or CKD, implies there's a long-term dysfunction in the kidney's normal ability to filter the blood. And this is a very common condition. About 35 million U.S. adults have CKD. And unfortunately, about 90% of them are not aware that they have this chronic kidney disease. And that's one of the reasons that Thelma and I are here today, is really to spread awareness about it.
So because it is so prominent, and I've been to the website, Dr. Vega, and give that out for our audience, which has a lot of great information on it, who is most at risk of developing chronic kidney disease, and why is early testing so important for it?
Yeah, that's great that you mentioned the website. It's testyourkidneys.com. So we might mention that a couple times today. It's a great resource for patients. When it comes to who's at risk, it's the patients I see every day in my clinic. Those with high blood pressure and diabetes comprise the majority of folks with CKD. But that means there's also folks who don't have those conditions who could develop CKD. Maybe they have a family history of chronic kidney disease, or they have other disorders such as lupus that could predispose them. If you're having symptoms such as fatigue, swelling, differences in your urine output, go ahead and ask your clinician about testing for kidney disease.
Yeah, such an important thing. I mentioned in my intro, Dr. Vega, about the connection between hip-hop and kidney disease. And, of course, when they visit the website, they'll see a great video there. But tell us about the It Takes Two campaign.
Well, it's something very novel for me personally, but it is a great collaboration between Boehringer Ingelheim, Eli Lilly and Company, and Thelma and myself, along with Rob Bass, who authored the incredible hit It Takes Two back in the 1980s. I think we've all heard it and heard it many times over time and still love it. So he actually remixed that hit song, and it's a really cool, it's part of that testyourkidneys.com website. Overall, what we're trying to do is, again, raise awareness because so many patients could benefit from an earlier diagnosis, and unfortunately, they're not getting it.
Yeah. And Thelma, as I mentioned, I appreciate you sharing a bit of your story with us. Can you tell us how you found out that you had chronic kidney disease?
Well, thanks for that. And it took nearly a decade for me to find out that I had CKD because oftentimes your signs and symptoms are pushed off as other conditions. And when I was 12, I actually had swelling in my hands and in my feet. I went to the doctor, and unfortunately, he just told my mother I needed to lose weight, that the weight was pushing down on my limbs, causing them to swell. So a decade later, I go to the doctor with flu-like symptoms. They do a dipstick test in my urine, and it shows blood and protein. From there, they did testing for lupus, HIV, everything was negative. But then in 1993, a kidney biopsy revealed I had a rare benign kidney disease called IgA nephropathy. Then came the blood pressure, the high cholesterol, the type 2 diabetes, and everything just started to spiral out of control with my cardio, renal, and metabolic systems. And it's overwhelming to deal with those conditions as well as CKD.
Wow. Well, we're so glad that you can be able to share your story and help other people know what they should be watching out for. Thelma, what advice do you have for people at risk for CKD?
Well, my advice for people to get tested at risk, know your status. Be your best advocate. Ask for the two tests, the blood and urine test, because just asking for the test is one step closer to early detection. I want you all to empower yourselves to understand that those two tests, to you and your doctor, to you and your care partners, because it takes two to make a thing go right. empower yourself with knowledge. Go to the website, testyourkidneys.com. I want you all to become stakeholders in making very, very important decisions about your health care, and I want you all to be well.
Well, Thelma, I have to ask, how are you doing today?
I am doing great because I don't look like somebody who has had 2 kidney transplants, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, not to mention my little bursitis and tendinitis. So I am grateful for life. And because I've been through so much in my life, I am just inspired and encouraged to save. I have been blessed. I'm grateful, and I'm going to do this to help and become a blessing to other people so that they can understand where their kidney status is. But please, please, please partner with your doctor. Go to testyourkidneys.com. There's loads of information, the video, as you said, and we just want you all to request those 2 tests.
All right. Again, everyone, we have with us Dr. Charles Vega and Thelma talking with us about the importance of knowing about chronic kidney disease, but also where there's help at testyourkidneys.com. Thanks to the 2 of you for spending some time with us. Really do appreciate it, and looking forward to our next chat together.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of a music and news segment here at WYAD. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.